In the time I'd known Michael Jackson, we'd touched on most aspects of his life, save for one, his relationship with children. For me, perhaps the most disturbing aspect of his life story. As he often does, he'd invited a group of disadvantaged children to Neverland. They couldn't believe their luck.
As you come down this way, you're going to see the game room is right there. See where that big machine is inside? That's where I play all my games. And that's the tennis court. I'll be there to comfort you. Fill my world of dreams around. Ooh, hold on. Tell them hold on. Don't fall out. Oh my God, if you dance too, I'll dance with you guys. I dance too. Because I'm kind of shy. You gotta dance with me. Yeah, teach us how to do the moonwalk. Oh, you know how to do the moonwalk. I learned it from you guys. Oh, don't stand up yet. Hold on. I'm pretty bad. Okay, don't stand up yet. It's gonna jerk. It's gonna jerk. It's gonna, one little jerk. Okay. Okay, now you can go. But don't run. Whatever you do, don't run. Let me fill your heart with joy.
He was evidently enjoying the company of the children, and they liked being there too.
How about a snow cone? Oh, I buy them from companies around the world. I'm getting a roller coaster next to go over there. And
roller coaster? Do you have a water park?
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna build a water park on the other side of this mountain.
You got a water park?
No, we're going to. We're gonna build it. So you can come in your swimsuit.
Michael, can we go on any ride?
Right? Yeah, sure.
What the children wanted, they got, and everything was free. And for a day, Jackson got to be one of them.
Can I have one too?
She called it first and then you called it.
Oh, me.
Okay, here we go.
Sorry.
The problem was, I, like everyone, knew that 10 years ago, children were being invited to sleep over at Neverland. One of them, a 13-year-old boy, accused Jackson of sexual abuse, a claim that cost him millions of dollars. I'd assumed that now he'd be more cautious. But to my utter astonishment, I discovered that children were still sleeping over, sometimes in his house, sometimes in his bedroom. And then I met 12-year-old Gavin and his brother and sister. Gavin met Jackson 2 years ago after he'd been told he was dying of cancer.
Your left, right, get on down. Your left.
What is it, Gavin, about Michael that makes him connect so well with children? What is it?
Because he's really a child at heart. He acts just like a child. He knows how a child is. He knows what a child thinks. See, because I think that you don't necessarily have to be a child just because society says 18 and up, you're adult. That doesn't really matter. You're an adult when you want to be one.
Isn't that great? Not sick at all. No more cancer. All gone. All gone.
He's taller than me now.
When they told him he was going to die. Isn't that great?
They told my parents to plan for his funeral because there was no chance.
They told your parents to plan for his funeral.
They told he wasn't going to grow. He wasn't going to be able to have kids.
I got a growth spurt.
He had growth spurts during chemotherapy.
I went from 4'10" to 5'4".
See? Medicine don't know it all, do they?
According to Gavin, it was Michael's friendship and support that helped him beat the cancer. They've remained close friends ever since.
When you stay here, do you stay in the house? Does Michael let you enjoy the whole premises?
There was one night I stood in there, I asked him if I could stay in the bedroom. He let me stay in the bedroom. And I was like, Michael, you can sleep on the bed. And he was like, no, you sleep on the bed, sleep on the bed. We're like, no, you sleep on the bed. And then he finally said, okay, if you love me, you sleep on the bed. I was like, oh, man. And so I finally slept on the bed. But it was fun that night.
I slept on the floor. I wasn't sleeping bag?
No, he packed the whole vest of blankets up the floor.
But Michael, you're a 44-year-old man now. What do you get out of this? What do you get out of this?
He's 4.
Yeah, I'm 4. I love... I think what they get from me, I get from them. I've said it many times, my greatest inspiration comes from kids. Every song I write, every dance I do, all the poetry I write, is all inspired from that level of innocence, that consciousness of purity. And children have that. I see God in the face of children. And, I just love being around that all the time. Are you guys still staying up late? Sometimes I call your house. It's so late.
Oh, yeah.
But you tell me to call late.
We did. That was
When
one time.
people hear that children from other families have come and they've stayed in your house, they've stayed in your bedroom.
Well, very few.
But, some have. And they say, is that really appropriate for a grown man to be doing that? How do you respond to that?
I feel sorry for them because that's judging someone who wants to really help people. Why can't you share your bed? But the most loving thing to do is to share your bed with someone. You
really think that?
Yeah, of course.
You're taking the position that you use every single night that you go into. You sleep, and you're sharing it with another.
You say you can have my bed if you want. Sleep in it. I'll sleep on the floor. It's yours. Always give the best to the company, Like to him, I said, because he was going to sleep on the floor. I said, no, you sleep in the bed. I'll sleep on the floor.
But haven't you got a spare room or a spare house here where he could have stayed?
Yeah, but no. Yes, we have guest units, but whenever kids come here, they always want to stay with me. They never want to stay in the guest. And I have never invited them in my room. They always just want to stay. They say, can I stay with you tonight? I go, if it's okay with your parents, yes, you can.
Were your parents happy that you were here with Michael?
Yeah, my mom was all very, very, very happy. And I know they're happy because I was happy.
Did they come with you?
Yeah, most of the time, but I wasn't really with my parents. I was mainly with Michael.
But they were happy that you were here?
Yeah.
I felt very uneasy after this conversation. I knew I had to confront Jackson about what I thought was an obsession with children. It just couldn't be avoided. Early in the new year, Jackson agreed to what would be our final meeting, this time in Miami, Florida. There were unanswered questions, lots of them, areas of his life about which I felt he'd been less than honest. His face, his denials about plastic surgery, his relationship with Blanket's mother, and of course, I also wanted to return to the Neverland sleepovers. Confronting him wouldn't be easy, but now it had to happen.
Makes it all so very
As we prepared for the interview, the atmosphere was unusually tense. This time, Jackson had flown in his own lighting expert. Maybe there was a reason for that. Cosmetic surgery was to be the focus of some difficult questions.
When we were talking some time ago, you talked about how when you went through adolescence,
Yeah.
you had a terrible time.
Yeah.